as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it. And hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches at my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in wasting taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts of how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. A nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where the spelling is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. A nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80. I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts of how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith and Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand. Put money in my mom.
Ahem.
God damn.
Goddamn is right. What is going on, everybody? What is going on? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing today on this beautiful Friday afternoon, man? How the hell is everybody doing, man? We got a bunch of interesting stories here today for you guys. Man. And, yeah, I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. So we got a ton of news, bro. We got news on Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. We got news, of course, on CM Punk. And we have news on WWE and Warner Brothers Discovery and what that could possibly mean for WWE and a certain somebody, I guess, kind of opened that door back up, bro. So it's interesting, dude. It's interesting, bro. But we got a bunch of news here today on this episode of the news here today for you guys, bro. So with that, what the hell is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? Let's just go ahead and hop right into the intro, man. What is going on, everybody? We are back with yet again another edition of the Notorious podcast, man. This is episode 192 of the news, man. If this is your first time watching, you guys do not know how the show works. Every Monday, we are on here live after Monday Night Raw with Notorious Unscripted, and every Friday, we are on here at 4 p.m. Central with the news, man. Also, if you guys did miss this past Monday's edition of Unscripted, that is WWE already starting the build for next year's WrestleMania. And I'll tell you what, bro, WrestleMania 39 was one of the best WrestleManias we've seen in a long time. And me and Sir K have sat through a lot of bad WrestleManias together. We've sat through 34. We've sat through 35. We've sat through 36. We've sat through 37. We've sat through a little bit of 38. We have walked through the mud to get to Mania hype. We talked about that because the crux of that argument was they're already starting to build Seth Rollins and CM Punk. They're not, full on starting the feud yet, man, but they are planting seeds already for what could be just a banger ass feud for WrestleMania, man. So we talked about all that good stuff. We talked about AEW Dynamite. We talked about We talked about AEW Dynamite. We talked about a little bit of Friday Night SmackDown, and we talked about Monday Night Raw, man. So if you guys did miss that, that is episode 173 of Unscripted. That is available for you guys live on all platforms. That is Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. And if you want to see it first, join us right here live every Monday on YouTube for Unscripted, man. Also, if you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official Notorious Heels podcast merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Link is at the top description of this very video and in either mine or Sakay's social media pages, man. So, with that, you got all 8 of these beautiful designs. The Chicago flag design, the Uncrowned Kings of the IWC, the Biggie-inspired design, the base logo design, the Riddler-inspired IWC's Best Kept Secret design, the Notorious World Order that comes in the Chicago flag version like you see on your screen, classic black and white, and Wolfpack red. So all those are available for you guys, man. The Grand Slam design, the Scratch logo, and the only community that matters. We have all 8 of these beautiful designs and more available on the merch shop. And also, if you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official Notorious Heels podcast Christmas merch, man, here it is on your screen, bro. The Notorious Christmas design, man. If you guys are looking for something festive to wear for the holidays and you can't find nothing, like I had that problem for the forever up until last year, because I picked myself up the Notorious Christmas design, man. So if you're looking for something to wear to all your family outings or whatever you guys got going on for Christmas, look no further than the Notorious Christmas design. Also, man, again, if you guys have not got a chance to pick up any of this merchandise, man, all 8, 9 plus more of these beautiful, beautiful designs, man. The best, the very best, bar none, in the IWC. You guys can now find those on bonfire.com. Again, link is at the top of the description of this very video, man. Also, if this is your first time watching, you guys do not know who we are here at the Notorious Heels podcast, I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. How the hell are you, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Just been chilling. Just waiting for this holiday, man. I can't wait for it. I can't wait for 1 week from now, actually. Next Friday. Gonna be a really exciting day, man. I cannot wait. And then Christmas, and then New Year's, and then Mania season, and Royal Rumble, man. So it's a good time, man. It's a good time. But I'm doing good, man. I'm doing real good. Like Durante always asked, how's life? How's the family? Life's good. The family's good. How's everybody doing in the live chat and in the replay, man? What about you, bro? How are you doing?
Man, I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good, man. I'm just chilling, doing my thing, bro. Doing my thing, trying to do my thing, bro. So it's yeah, nothing too crazy, bro. Just I guess getting ready for the Christmas season, and then we go right into New Year's, bro. So obviously starting to work on the year-end awards that we present to you guys every year, man. So yeah, man, that's always an exciting time, getting to look back and appreciate the year of wrestling for what it was. But yeah, bro. Other than that, dude, nothing too much, bro. But as Durante always asks, I'm good. Family's good. And what about you, Durante? I would say Logan and Bell, but nobody's here yet. But it's all good. So I can't run my normal part of the fucking intro. But anybody who gets here later, what the hell is going on, everybody? In the live chat, everybody part of the Replay Mafia, man. How the hell are you guys? And thank you guys for being here, bro. So, yeah, man. Yeah, dude. So I guess we can hop right into the first story we're gonna go over. There he is. Yeet. Durante. What is going on, bro? Yeah, man. So yeah, bro. Our first story for the day, man. CM Punk. Starts you guys off with the CM Punk news, man. So, according to PW Insider, CM Punk has been back at the WWE Performance Center the past couple of days, training and holding court with NXT talent. There was a massive and genuine excitement at the PC yesterday when Punk surprised everyone by showing up and spending the day with talents. You know, well, there's more. So before I give my opinion, let's go ahead and give the other part of the CM Punk NXT story. So CM Punk visited the WWE Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. Completely just botched that. Bianca, my dog, thank you for the sub. I just got the notification, and welcome.
Thank you so much.
To the Notorious Heels family. Welcome to the Notorious Heels Mafia. Yes, so shout out to Bianca. Thank you for the sub. So, anyways, CM Punk, let's try this again. CM Punk visited the WWE Performance Center in Orlando, Florida on Tuesday to train and work with NXT and developmental talents. Fightful Select is reporting that Punk flew to the WWE Performance Center after being on Raw on Monday, making a surprise appearance, which he was not obligated to do. Punk also was backstage at NXT at Tuesday night's NXT TV tapings, hanging out and providing feedback to the wrestlers on their matches. He also reportedly spent most of the day at the world-class training facility and was willing to help out anyone who asked him. The Second City Saint was observing things from all around the facility, including gorilla position, the hard camera area, the tech crew, and so on. WWE Hall of Famer Shawn Michaels was a vocal supporter of welcoming Punk back to NXT, and according to those close to Punk, he did not take the endorsement lightly. According to reports, CM Punk is welcome at the WWE Performance Center whenever he wishes to pass by. Everyone at the facility stated that Punk was a joy to deal with, and there was a massive amount of genuine excitement regarding his presence. Additionally, WrestlePurist is reporting that CM Punk's long-term goal would be to succeed Shawn Michaels as the head of WWE NXT when the D-Generation X legend eventually steps down from that role. However, any such possibility would not transpire for a long time, as there is currently no plans for Shawn Michaels to wrap up with NXT in the foreseeable future.
Man, it's crazy as fuck.
Okay, lot to unpack. First of all, bro, I literally clean my glasses like every fucking 5 minutes, and 5 minutes later they're dirty again. Okay, there's a lot to unpack there, bro. So CM Punk, this fucking guy, CM Punk, Tony Khan's boy, showing up to NXT, right? He's providing feedback, and people are loving it. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? So, and I'm not throwing shade at AEW talent, but I'm using this to prove my point as to saying that, like I said it when he got released, I think WWE might be the place for him. CM Punk. Hey, Belle. There she is. What up?
How you doing?
How are you? Always. CM Punk wanted to be the... Okay, so 1 week after CM Punk debuted in AEW, he did that sit-down interview with Jim Ross where he said, as long as I can beat Eddie Guerrero to a kid, then I'll be fine. Nobody in that fucking locker room was willing to let him be Eddie Guerrero to them. Nobody. Not nobody, because, Punk did have his fair share of friends, Ricky Starks, I believe Swerve. Like, he did have people, that wanted to listen to him. Punk looks up to Terry Funk. Terry Funk is a guy that everybody looked up to. Punk also looks up to Harley Race. Harley Race is a guy that people look up to. People go and ask questions. People want to soak in his knowledge. I don't know why you wouldn't want to soak in his knowledge, but hey, I get it. I completely also understand. If you want to go through trial and error, then go through fucking trial and error. That's you, especially from a guy like Adam Page. He's went through trial and error, and it's fucking worked out pretty well for him. So,
Exactly.
I'm not using this to slight anybody in AEW. I'm not using this to say that, AEW is a bunch of, unprofessional guys, because in all reality, there's nothing in their contract. There's no clause in their deal that says they have to listen to advice CM Punk gives them. But,
Exactly.
what I'm saying is, he's going to be more appreciated in WWE for reasons like this, because you have a bunch of people in NXT who, are not as good as people in AEW. They're not as good, and they're going to be a little more willing to learn, because a lot of guys in AEW, for better or for worse, think that they don't need help, right?
Exactly.
For some people for better, and for some people for worse. But
Yeah.
CM Punk's going to be a lot more appreciated in WWE because of stuff like this, because he's going to be able to be the Harley Race, the Terry Funk, the Eddie Guerrero to that crop of talent, and they're going to want and appreciate what he has to say, and it's going to carry weight, as opposed to when he was in AEW. A lot of these guys feel like they have already made it. Some of them have, some of them haven't. And that's just how it is. I'm not trying to slight anybody, but, he's going to be a lot more appreciated in WWE because of stuff like this, because his opinion is going to be taken into consideration, and it's going to be valued. It's going to be valued. He's got a lot of supporters in WWE so far, and WWE just has way better leadership at the end of the day, and that's especially with the emergence of Triple H. With the emergence of Triple H, their leadership now stands head and shoulders above not just AEW, but I would probably put their leadership against fucking a lot of professional sports companies in the world, bro. So, that's just how it is. But this is great to hear, man, and I'm very happy to hear that CM Punk is being able to be what he wanted to be in AEW, for better or for worse.
Exactly, man. Exactly. It's just down to different people wanting different things. Is it bad that most of AEW, a lot of that roster just didn't want to take advice and didn't want to be taught things like that? It's not inherently bad. It's just what they wanted. I mean, like you said, you're not obligated to take advice from people. At least be respectful about it, but you don't
Right.
have to take that advice. But Punk wanted to give advice and have people take that advice and teach people. That's not what most of the AEW locker room wanted. I think it's just different paths, man. Both aren't bad, but they're just different. They're just different. I think it's okay, man. Like you said, it worked for some people in AEW, and it really doesn't work for others.
Yeah.
But and it's just a matter of trial and error. Work for Hangman. He didn't want to take advice from nobody. He wants to learn it on his own, and that's completely respectable. And Punk wants to teach people, and that's awesome. And the fact that he's taking so much initiative, where he might take over one day Shawn Michaels' job, that's crazy. That's crazy as hell, and that's good for WWE, because not only do you have CM Punk on TV being himself, being great, giving you ratings and money and all that, but you got one of the best guys you can have teaching the next generation. That's the shit you want to see, man.
Absolutely. You really do love to see it. But yeah, as far as that report goes, obviously they say it in the report, but this isn't going to be for a long time.
No,
But
exactly.
it's not going to be for a long time, but it's something that he's looking at, and that's awesome if you're WWE, and that's awesome if you are Triple H, and that's awesome if you're CM Punk, dude, because you got a guy like Punk who's willing to. We always used to talk about Triple H's team, right? We used to always talk about how awesome Triple H's team was, because they are. You got that Triple H stooge, William Regal, on there. You got Triple H. You got a bunch of great people, bro. Triple H put together a really good team. You got a guy like CM Punk who could have just came back to WWE to fill his pockets and fucking move on with it, but he's actually here to help. so far.
Crazy. Exactly. So until he gets mad.
He's here to help, and it's crazy. It's crazy to see, bro. It's crazy to see. And it's awesome. It's a really awesome thing. It's a really awesome thing, and I hope it continues up, man. And I hope this relationship doesn't take a downward spiral eventually, bro. So I'm excited for him, though. I'm excited for him. I'm excited for. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see where this goes. So. Yeah, man.
Exactly, man. I'm excited, and I'm glad to see, in a way, everybody happy, man. That's all I need to see. Everybody doing happy, and everyone doing good, man. Maybe creative ain't good for one of my companies, but as long as they're doing good backstage, that matters.
Right. Speaking of CM Punk, this fucking guy. There he is. There's our manager. Golly. Late to the party. God. Speaking of CM Punk, bro. Kind of speaking of CM Punk. We'll get to it. But PW Insider is reporting that last Monday, Mark Shapiro, part of the board of directors of TKO, and former president of Endeavor, as well as Nick Khan and Triple H, were in New York at the headquarters of Warner Brothers Discovery about the possibility of moving Monday Night Raw to the Warner Brothers Discovery family. WWE met with Campbell, and it seems that Warner Brothers Discovery is back in the race for the rights to Monday Night Raw, thanks to the return of CM Punk.
That's crazy as hell.
So, I want you guys to understand, and I want CM Punk to understand this. You did not make this deal happen. Don't get a big head, and don't think, like you did in AEW, that this whole company is operating because your existence. That's not the case. Did he open that door back up? Absolutely. You want to know why? Because David Zasloff calls him One Bill Phil, right? He's going to bring in that money. There's a reason he calls him One Bill Phil. I mean, the other reason probably is because he is a true, genuine article in the business full of counterfeit bucks, but he brings in that money. Right? He brings in that money. He brings in that attention. WWE got this because of their work. They did.
Mm-hmm.
CM Punk, sure they were out of the race. Sure they were out of the race. And sure they didn't want to, do that, get Monday Night Raw anymore. And maybe CM Punk did open up that door. But they were interested before. Even though it fell through, they were interested before. CM Punk just opened the door back up. But WWE, if wherever they go, is absolutely deserved. Because WWE earned that shit. WWE has put on great television for a while. Triple H has been cooking for a while. And they absolutely deserve a big money deal. Because they have absolutely earned it. So, yeah, man. So with that, let's talk about CM Punk's. Let's talk about CM Punk being a key role in these boys getting back in bed with Warner Brothers Discovery, bro. So, while speaking on the Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer noted about a month ago, WWE had been exploring the option of broadcasting Monday Night Raw on various networks, including Amazon Prime, Warner Brothers Discovery, and Disney's FX. He also mentioned the potential for Monday Night Raw to remain with the USA Network. Meltzer further added that CM Punk has ensured WWE's talks with Warner Brothers Discovery did not die. In fact, he added that Punk was the one who opened the door for the talks. He said they would get close to $400 million. I don't think they're going to give $400 million, but they're shopping it around, and Warner Brothers Discovery obviously being one of them. Warner Brothers Discovery seemed to be dead. and it's not dead. With Punk there and everything like that, it's not dead. It's not like people should go, oh my God, this and that with AEW. There's no way of knowing any more other than that. But they did have a meeting, and it's not dead. That's all. WWE, as far as the deal is, the belief is that they are finalizing it pretty soon. Paul Levesque was at Raw on Monday. He missed the one before, if you remember, because they were trying to close that deal. That's pretty much it. Punk opened what may have been a shut door. How open that door is, or what is going to transpire, I don't know. Punk has been a significant player, and one of the reasons he's going to be at the house show in Los Angeles is because I'm pretty sure they are courting everyone in headquarters in LA. I'm sure that they are going to invite everyone that they're courting, and that they are figuring that they're going to see with CM Punk and Dom that they picked the right opponent for just a great reaction to go look at. This is what you're getting. This is the show we are selling. The belief is coming down relatively soon. That one of the things is that there is no rush either. It could come down in 6 months. They're in negotiations, and AEW is in negotiations. The negotiations are going to be a gigantic future. The negotiations are going to play a part of the future of professional wrestling in many ways, depending on who gets what, depending on the days of the week, depending on the counters. This man is absolutely the worst. He failed English.
Oh, dude, he had to have failed English.
How the fuck? Okay, so to put this into normal people terms, the door was closed. The door is no longer closed. And we don't know how open the door is, or what exactly the situation is, but WWE is looking for $400 million. Meltzer doesn't think that they're going to get $400 million, but they're going to shop around for it. And Punk is a significant player, and the reason he's on those Los Angeles house shows is because headquarters of Warner Bros. Discovery, one of the headquarters, is in Los Angeles, and they are inviting people to come sell, the WWE product, the Monday Night Raw product, to Warner Brothers Discovery, man. And they are also in battling negotiations with All Elite Wrestling. So that's another thing that's interesting to take into account. And we have a story about AEW and Warner Bros. Discovery, and it's not looking good. It's not looking good for AEW, dude. And that's horrible for them.
It really does suck, man, because it really does feel like TNT and like TBS is their home, but like the TNT title and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's gonna be weird if we don't have that type of stuff anymore. But AEW, they play their cards right, which only 20 count at this point, they probably won't. But if they play their cards right, they'll be just fine, man. They should be. But the thing is, that's interesting about this Warner Bros. And WWE deal is I think I'm gonna agree with Logan. I think WWE is mostly gonna use it for leverage to get more money from other people, and I think Warner Bros. Is gonna use it to get more money to, in a way, give less money to AEW, if that makes sense. Because I don't know if you caught it. I don't think I don't know if I sent it, but did you see the news about the deal that AEW has with Warner Bros. About like ad revenue and how much they get out of it?
I don't think so.
So basically, apparently, when they first signed the deal with AEW, apparently AEW gets a lot more of their ad revenue than the people in Warner Bros. Now, with new management, think they should be getting. So in the next deal, they want to be taking more of the ad money from AEW. So I think they're really good. I think both WWE and Warner Bros. Are kind of going to use each other to leverage better deals for each separate thing. Because also, I don't think Warner Bros. Can afford WWE. Because from everything I hear, with like DC related news and whatnot, Warner Bros. Is broke. What I hear, they got like no damn money. I think that's why they want to change that deal with the AEW so much and make more ad money. Because from what I hear, they're broke as shit. So I think it's both companies using each other to leverage better stuff, man. But it is interesting, and that would be crazy as hell. That would be crazy as hell because I also heard that if they were to be on Warner Bros. Discovery, and if AEW does stay on Warner Bros. Discovery, there's going to be no exclusivity. They're both could be on the same channel, and neither company can argue really against that, and that would be crazy as hell.
Yeah, that would be absolutely hilarious. It really would be, but it really would be, but um, so my thing is with golly, what? Ooh, I was gonna say something. Oh my god, I can't remember. Oh, that was my thing. When I seen that WWE is looking for 400 million, but Warner Bros isn't gonna give it to him, that got me thinking, because I was like, 400 million? Like, SmackDown's over here getting like $1 billion deals. They're getting like all this crazy type of money. And then you got Raw over here, which is a longer show, which I'm sure makes them way more money. 400 million. I don't know. I didn't understand that at all, and that makes a lot of sense considering what you say. Like a lot of the stuff we hear from DC and like all their stuff, and so, I mean some of Warner Brothers stuff. I mean you could just tell, bro, that production value is just not fucking there, at all.
It makes fucking nothing.
Yeah, like absolutely tell, but um no, not yeah, 400 million. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, but it is it's very interesting. But I could absolutely see them using them as leverage. I really I really don't see it, man. I really don't see it unless dude, like a lot of people are saying, dude, there's heavy rumors going around, bro, that Warner Brothers is like literally like considering dumping AEW off, and if that's the case, I could really see them wanting WWE because they look at Tony Khan and he they don't give a shit about what they got going on backstage. All Warner Bros. Sees is you fired your biggest moneymaker. They're not looking into all the other stuff. They're not looking into why they had to do it. They don't give a shit. They're looking at you fired, exactly. You fired your biggest moneymaker. What the fuck? You know what I mean? So they could be looking at AEW very sideways, bro, which if that's the case, I could see it, but I just really I really don't I just really don't see it, man. I see WWE going somewhere where it's going to be a lot bigger of a bag than 400 million.
I think so. Which Logan says he gave 400 million a year, which just makes more sense to me. It's got to be something like that then, but I don't think Warner Bros. Can do that. I really don't think so. I don't think it'll go to them.
I currently right now I don't think so either, bro, but I mean, dude, we've seen crazier shit happen, so
Yeah,
I
since return to WWE, so
exactly.
nothing's impossible at this point.
Exactly. So I don't know what to expect, bro, but I'm interested to see nonetheless. So yeah, man. So that is the news on WWE. Possibly Possibly going to Warner Brothers Discovery. Wouldn't that be crazy? Wouldn't
That
that
would.
be crazy? So speaking of that, AEW Dynamite. AEW Dynamite could be potentially looking at a new home in the event of change. In the event of changing the TBS deal. Dave Meltzer reported on F4W Online that WWE is leveraging CM Punk's name as a significant draw to secure a deal with Monday Night Raw, with CM Punk now aligning with the Red brand. The unfolding events will be interesting to witness. According to one report, CM Punk played a substantial role in the pitch, envisioning him as a regular on the Raw brand. The report included emphasizing his merchandising sales, social media views, and recent show ratings. During his Rumor and Innuendo podcast, Nick Hausman stated that he was told that WWE's deal with Warner Bros. Discovery is likely going to happen. If that does go down, then it could move AEW programming to Discovery or Max for streaming. It didn't look good for AEW re-signing with Warner for TNT or TBS, because they wanted to bring in WWE Raw. Now, this morning, the same information came in when I reached out to a WWE PR, and they told me that this inaccurate information. I talked to another higher up WWE source this morning, that it's possible for the reason why people thought it was making the rounds had to do with travel schedules. But it's possible that executives are kayfabing people in the company. I was also told in the past 24 hours that this is going to happen, but possible landing platforms for AEW could be Discovery. That doesn't mean that they will be on Discovery Plus, but they will be on Max for streaming to get that AEW fan base on Max. There is a belief that Warner Bros. Discovery holds ownership in AEW, a claim Tony Khan neither confirmed nor denied, choosing to focus on his 100% voting and decision power making. The new WWE ownership, distinct from Vince McMahon, hints at the unlikelihood of pursuing brand exclusivity. Bro, I know that's not them completely dumping AEW, but bro, if they put AEW on Discovery,
It's kind of like the thing is, I feel like they don't want to, like, want to have to, but financially they might have to dump AEW because Logan and Bell are talking in the comments about how there's rumors that the NBA deal might be up. If you're Warner Bros., which one are you choosing? If you can only take one and only renew one deal, are you renewing the NBA or are you renewing AEW?
exactly.
Is that a question? It's not a
Yeah.
question. You're gonna renew the NBA. It's gonna make you way more fucking money. It's way more of a big thing.
Yeah.
So of course you're gonna take that. I feel like just financially it might be a necessity for AEW to move, and that's gonna suck. That's gonna suck. But I mean, how many times has Raw moved to a different network? How many times has SmackDown moved to a different network? It does suck because, Tony Khan did care so much about Warner. He made them a part of the AEW identity with the titles and whatnot,
Yep.
but those can always be changed, man. Those can always be changed, and that might be your opportunity to give a creative reset at that point. So if that happens, that's your opportunity to hit a creative reset and just try again. And hopefully this time not have people fight backstage over old friendships. But it could be very bad, and it could be very good at the same time. If they lose, if AEW loses Warner Bros. Or well, reverse technically, I think it could be a bittersweet thing. It'll suck. It'll definitely suck, but I think it might be good in the end, man. But either way, man, we have no clue how this is going so far, man. I've heard who knows what they're going through right now with all this fucking TV deals and whatnot, and let's just see how it goes, man.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. It's going to be very interesting to see how this unfolds. And what is up, Leon? How's it going,
What's
bro?
going on, man?
Yeah, dude. But it's going to be very, very interesting to see to see how all this unfolds, bro. Because how bad would it look? How bad would it look if they picked up Monday Night Raw and dumped AEW? I
Oh,
mean, that would look bad. That would
that's
look really
really
fucking
bad.
bad.
I don't
I don't know what's gonna happen, but I guess we're just gonna have to be along here for the ride, bro. Because it seems like there's a lot of craziness going on that fucking dirt sheets won't tell us because everybody wants to go ahead and fucking tweet out something's brewing. Shut the fuck up. I mean, honestly, dude, you sound like a jackass. You sound like a fucking jackass right now, bro. Let me see Woj tweet out something's brewing in the NBA. What? You sound silly as fuck, bro.
Imagine fucking 9/11 happened and fucking CNN News just
Yeah,
fucking tweets out something big just happened.
yeah. Honest to God, though, bro. Like, fucking
It's
some.
not journalism.
Yes, like you said, like something like that happens, fucking 9/11 happens, and you get Fox. Oh my God. Dot, dot, dot. What the fuck? What?
What does that fucking mean?
You sound stupid as fuck, bro. I mean, honestly, get your heads out of your ass, bro. If you know something and you can't say shit, then don't say shit. Don't tweet
Exactly.
out, this situation got crazier. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? I mean, you sound dumb as fuck.
Literally, dog. It's so annoying, so unprofessional. It's not real journalism, man. And dude, let me be a guy on the roster. I'm not one of these media scrums. I am cooking every single one of those people on the media scrums. They ask me some Taylor Swift ass questions, and the next day they gonna tweet out something's brewing. Yeah, you're fucking your illegitimacy as a fucking reporter. Yeah, I hate wrestling journalism. Gotta be the worst form of it in history, dude. It is legendarily bad.
It really is, bro. It really is. Not only do the journalists themselves suck because of shit like that, but like companies feed them bullshit. So then in turn, they have to make an ass out of themselves, which is one thing I do feel bad for them about. They're all like,
Oh,
you're all in wrestling, dude. You're always just getting kayfabed. I mean, no, 9 times out of 10, bro, you'll fucking never know when somebody's fucking kayfabing you, when somebody's feeding you bullshit, and when somebody's genuinely telling you the truth. So it's really hard to decipher, and I'm sure it's hard to decipher for them. But it's like, dude, if you feed us bullshit 9 times out of 10, at least for us, and I mean maybe we're in maybe may,
wrong?
dude, like no, like what the
What that is, bro? Fucking, oh, dude, I hate this. Every time someone tweet out how they hate wrestling journalism, and the images are just fucking these reporters just tweeting, "Oh my God,
yeah,
something
like
brewing."
legit,
What?
no, seriously, bro. Like, literally, a couple weeks ago, I pulled up to my local Walmart, and there was fucking crime scene tape everywhere, and there was an armored truck in front of the building that fucking Jessica had gotten robbed, and fucking there was a shootout in the parking lot. Can you imagine the fucking lady standing outside in front of the Walmart with her fucking microphone? Attention, ladies and gentlemen, this is Fox 32 News. Something is brewing. Back to you. Back to you guys in the studio. Well, I mean, what the fuck? Something happened. Something's brewing out here outside of the Walmart. Like,
Like,
no,
I
they're
hate
here
it.
to say, we're reporting outside of the Walmart and fucking blah, 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 that fucking they tried to rob the armored vehicle and it led to a fucking shootout in the parking lot. And fucking, what the
Like,
fuck?
that is your job, is to, that's the whole point of journalism. Tell us what happened. You're not telling us what happened.
I hate fucking people, bro. I hate
Ew.
people in this community are just so weird, bro. They're
They're such
so weird.
freaks, dude.
They
Like, wrestling fans can be awesome, but dude, they could be
oh,
such fucking freaks, man.
yes, they really are, bro. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome, man. You guys really are. But I swear to God, bro, you stumble across some wrestling fans, dude, and they are just the fucking freaks of the world, man. I mean, God fucking Lee, bro. Golly. What did CM Punk say, bro? We are the true, genuine articles in a community full of counterfeit bucks. I mean,
That's what God.
golly.
Empty-headed dumb fucks.
Dude, yes, they are, bro. Empty-headed fucking dumb fucks. No, man, but we're never going to know. We're never going to really know until this stuff happens because, our journalists in our community absolutely blow dick. But yeah. So, or again, like I said, if somebody gives you the word and you can't say nothing, don't say anything. And if they tell you, yo, here's what's going on with Warner Bros. Monday Night Raw, don't say anything now, but just, here's what's going on, but don't say anything now. Don't fucking say anything now. Don't tweet out, something's happening.
Or at least if you really want to tweet something out to let people know, just be like, I have news related to the, Warner Bros. Discovery WWE story. Can't unveil it right now, but give me some time and I will share it with you. Be professional. That is your whole job. That's like the one place where I'm like, just please be professional.
Seriously, bro. Another thing, too. If you find me a basketball journalist like Woj, super professional, always to the point. If you can find me Woj cursing out fans on Twitter, then I'll respect wrestling journalists a little bit more. If you can find me Woj telling fans to shut the fuck up and they don't know shit and they're pieces of shit, then I'll respect you a little bit more. But until then, these guys suck, man. These guys suck. 90% of people in this community, bro, fucking are just out to fucking bury people. They're out to bury people. They really are. Like, honestly, I can't tell you. That's why we don't collab with anybody, bro. It's not because we don't want to. I would fucking love to. I would absolutely love to. But honestly, bro, in terms of people that actually make good content, there's only one man we trust, and that's the man we call our manager. So, down to earth, humble, good people that aren't out to be like, I'm not going to work with them because I don't want to give them exposure, or I don't want to, or I only want to work with them to get exposure on the other side of the coin. Like, no, bro, just be genuine and just be on here to just make good shit.
Exactly, that's the whole point of it. Like,
this is supposed to be fun. This is not supposed to be war. I mean, come on, bro.
We're not fucking WWE over here. We're not feuding for fucking TV rights and shit. Like, we can all have a share of the fucking pie. Because the thing is, a lot of the things that the community doesn't realize, the reason the wrestling community is so small is because they force it to be small. Because you don't let it grow. If you let people grow, you would grow. Because there would be more fans. And it's like you're just doing it to yourself.
Yes. Nobody is willing to extend a hand to anybody or help anybody, or there's been quite a few people that I've talked to, and it just hasn't gone anywhere because people are just like uninterested. And it's like, it's not even about reaching out to like help somebody, but more so just like making dope content, bro. Like we're content creators and we like wrestling. Like, dude, who wouldn't be down for good content? But then you find the wrestling side of YouTube and you fucking realize that half of the people don't want to make good content. They just want to make their content. So
Exactly.
it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Nobody, yeah, it's the community. The community is very small and it's very top heavy because that's the way people.
That's the way they set it up.
Exactly.
Set it up themselves, and they don't do themselves any favor.
Exactly. Everybody's worried about themselves and not making better content for the people that watch their content. So
Exactly. But that's just our humble opinions on this community
you know,
and journalism. That is, especially the journalism part. My God.
ugh. Yes, it's very triggering. It's very triggering. Sir K holds it down a lot of side on the journalism side, and I'll go on about the community for all fucking day, bro. You got
yeah.
so
Oh,
I like you know, if you really want to see me stick it to the community, just watch that Eric Young episode, bro. Just watch that Eric Young episode, because oh boy was I pissed. Woo.
it washed up fucking. Yeah, I ain't even get into it, bro. But
Anyways,
motherfuckers. That's all I'm gonna say.
bro.
I ain't talking Eric Young. Speaking of Eric Young, did you jot down that Eric Young news?
Well, you talking about the sanity news?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I got it. Yeah. I don't know, bro. I don't know. That shit crazy. Motherfuckers out here boring as fuck, trying to fucking shit on other people's content. Anyways. You know, counterfeit bucks, bro. I always say our channel and the people that watch us, the people that support us, we are way too real for this community. And that's why we're the best kept secret. We really are, though, bro. We really are. You don't find communities like the Notorious Heels community, and that's why we say we're the only community that matters. So
Exactly. Yeah, that's definitely why.
So, anyways, I will keep you guys here all night if I continue. But speaking of more CM Punk news, bro, this is, I guess, production news, sort of. Not sort of. It definitely is production news. Oh God. As soon as I open my phone, I just see I just see a tweet that just shows all these pictures of people that fucking went to WWE, and it just says Tony Khan is an all-time fumbler. He really is, bro. Okay. Speaking of one of the guys CM Punk fumbled, CM Punk, well, not really. CM Punk gave that man the world, but the Tony Khan jokes won't stop. So Seth Rollins, according to Fightful Select, Seth Rollins and CM Punk did not have a producer listed for their segment. This is awesome. Seth Rollins came off the best that he's ever looked as World Heavyweight Champion in that moment. He has. He's came off the best that he's ever looked. And I mean, it's awesome to see, bro. He came off like the top guy on Monday Night Raw. He did. He came off like he was like the final boss of Monday Night Raw, and that's how he should have always looked. Not saying that he sucked, but he's definitely looked less than. You know what I mean?
He was always the second champ.
Right. So
right now, to me, right now in this moment, I think he's the first champ. I'm gonna say that.
He's that dude carrying that WWE flag, bro. So I mean, I can't dispute that.
Roman's great. That's no dig on Roman, because a lot of people have been digging at Roman lately.
Yes.
That ain't me. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I'm not giving digs. But right now, for me,
Mm,
I gotta say Seth is that #1 champ right now. And I think going into Mania with this story,
yeah.
it will be. Which, good old Cody, being second again. But, you know, it's just life. The only two things are guaranteed in this world, death and Cody Rhodes being the second most important thing on television.
Jeez. So
I love Cody.
yeah, dude, but it came the segment came off awesome. I loved it. I really did. I think Seth looked like the man. I think Punk looked like a fucking viable threat. I think Seth came out no bullshit. And that's when Seth Rollins is at his best, bro, when he's no bullshit, dead serious to the point. Um
Mhm.
Flying that WWE flag, and he's been he's been great. He's been great, man. Yeah, he's been awesome. Or he looked awesome in that segment rather, and Punk too, bro. I said it then. When Punk has that pissed off look on his face, that is that is such a moneymaker, bro. When he's got that mad fucking stale look on his face, like he just wants to fucking
Sucker
punch
punch.
somebody, sucker punch somebody as soon as they walk into his locker room. That's the moneymaker, bro. I love when he has that look on his face, and I love both of their cadence. I love their delivery. I think that I thought they knocked it out of the park. And knowing that they didn't have a producer listed for this, dude, that makes it even better, because going into Mania season, that just lets me know these guys are going to be not only shooting from the hip, but it's going to come off genuine, and a lot of their segments should look as genuine and as real as this looked, bro, and it was fantastic. I loved it, and I love knowing that WWE let them go out there without a producer for their segment and fucking shoot their shit, bro. That's awesome. That's really awesome, and it really shows how much WWE has changed.
Right there, they really have. They let CM Punk go out there raw dog that shit. That's how you know this company's on the right fucking path, man. And look what happened. That was the best part of Raw, best part of the week. And it's gonna continue to be, man. And I can't wait for this to continue, man. I just can't wait. I can't wait. I think this is great, and this is great news in terms of how everything's going backstage with CM Punk.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. And speaking of WWE changing, ooh, that's a good argument, Bill. I definitely, I
I
gotta,
respect it.
I respect it. I respect Gunther as your number one champion. To be honest, for me, ooh, who's the number one champion in WWE? Ooh, Roman Reigns. Roman
Yeah, I
Reigns.
think what's happening on TV right now, obviously, it's gonna go to Seth because
Mhm.
Roman's not even here. But overall, I still think it's Roman.
Definitely, definitely. And the only reason I say Roman Reigns, you
With all
could
the history.
you could flack on him. He's Roman Reigns been taking the shit end of the stick from a lot of people lately,
He
and I've been
has
seeing
been.
it, and I hate
And
it.
like, no,
Every
exactly.
time that man shows up on your television,
It's
you want to
garbage.
see the tribal chief.
Exactly. It's pure flames made of fire, dog. Or
Yes.
made of gold. Cause come on.
Yes, everything he does, bro. You want to see it. He's the man. He's the fucking man. But in terms of current television, it's obviously between Seth and Gunther, and to be honest, bro, I might have to agree with Bell on this one, man. I think and it's it's nothing against Seth, but I mean, shit, as time goes on, bro, and if he continues to look how he looked on Monday, he will be in that number one spot. But I mean, that man Gunther, bro,
I mean, they're going nuts.
greatest intercontinental champion of all time. He's got an
Oh
argument
yeah,
for it.
I would say.
He's got a
I would
serious
say
argument
that
for it. Um,
I'd put it higher than Mike's.
That's tough for me, bro. Like it's really fucking hard for me, man. Like it's so hard. I don't know. Currently in my current mindset, I still have Miz's reign as my favorite Intercontinental Championship reign of all time, but Gunther is a close, and I mean creeping up really close on his ass second. Because like goddamn, that man's so good. That man's so good. But the Miz's was just so good too, and it's so hard, bro. It's so hard. But I will never argue with anybody that says Gunther's your favorite Intercontinental Champion of all time, because that man's just that man has put it down. That man has absolutely put it down.
Reference at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, if Gunther, I see a lot of people wanting him to face Chad Gable, but it was brought to my attention the other day when Chad Gable lost the second time or the third time or whatever it was. Gunther told him he couldn't challenge for the belt anymore as long as he's champion. I don't know if that's true. I can't really remember, but it's definitely something worth looking into. But honestly, bro, if we get Gunther versus Brock, but then again, if Mania 41 is in Minneapolis, you know, I would think you would do Brock's retirement match there. So who better to retire him than Gunther? But also, Brock is kind of known for breaking a little bit of streaks. He broke the Undertaker streak. You know, it's obviously the biggest one. So maybe he could try his go again. He could try his go around again. That's what I thought. I don't remember him saying that to Chad Gable, but I seen a lot of people talking about that. So, but I personally, I don't remember it. But
I should be saying this shit.
Yeah, they really do. But I don't know, man. A match with Brock would be pretty sick. It would be pretty sick. But in terms of Gunther losing the title, although I would like Chad Gable, I would really like to see like a guy like Dragunov take it, or like I've seen a lot of people saying like Sami Zayn would be pretty hard. I would actually really fuck with that. But then again, I don't, because I want, like, Sammy's just moved way past the Intercontinental Championship. Like, if that man does not become a world champion in WWE, then Triple H gotta do something about that, because there's just no way. There's just no way you don't see Sami Zayn as a world champion. But I don't know, man. I don't know. That's just me. But yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's gonna be a pretty cool Mania season, man. I said it in the intro, dude, but I adore how much Triple H has given WrestleMania season so much hype back. I love it.
It really has, man. I cannot wait. And that's crazy. This used to be like one of the most mid times of the year.
Oh,
and now it's actually exciting. It's what it should feel like.
Yeah.
And I'm excited.
Yeah, it should feel like Royal Rumble build. And you already got people declaring for the Royal Rumble, bro. People want to be in this match, and it obviously it's already an important match, but it just makes it look all that more important, especially when your two first names to enter is Shinsuke, Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. So, you know, pretty cool, bro. Pretty cool. But anyways, speaking of WWE changing, WWE talent will have a full week off. In most cases, ahead of Christmas, there are no events scheduled between December 19th and December 25th. Triple H is keeping his word when he says wrestlers should be spending more time with their families during the holidays.
Look at that.
And with that, man, Monday Night Raw is rumored to be a best of show on December the 25th. Yes, we will be figuring out something to do, because we will not be on, obviously. I hate that Christmas is on a Monday, but it is.
Yeah.
It's so weird. But it's just weird having Christmas on a Monday, but it is. And December 25th, December 25th is obviously a Monday, and that's going to be a best of show. We're not going to be on here for Unscripted. We're currently looking at that Saturday night to just kind of talk about whatever. Might even be a preview show for the year-end awards. So I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll be doing something not on December 25th as well. So maybe next year we'll do a best of show of us, me yelling at Eric Young and all these washed ass motherfuckers in the community, and all the other things, all the other great rants that took place on this show this year.
That is true.
It's been a year for rants. You had the ones I can remember, just because I remember feeling my veins pop out of my head for them. The Vince one, I remember I was pretty heated about. The LA Knight one, I was pretty heated about. Raw After Mania, I just remember having no words. And that's kind of what we do here, is to have words. And I didn't have any that night. I just was completely flabbergasted with a bunch of horrible emotions after that fucking abysmal episode of Monday Night Raw. Yeah, interesting. But yeah, bro, this just goes to show, how much Triple H cares about people, and he cares about people spending time, and he's not just all business. He's a human being in there, and he's not just, work this show here, work this show there, work this show here. No. He's not about that. He's about these guys spending time with their families and being home and being present, because that's ultimately what matters, bro. That's ultimately what matters, man. So it's a beautiful thing to see, and fucking Paul Levesque is just that fucking dude, bro. So
he really fucking is, man.
And that is why all the homies fuck with Paul Levesque.
Exactly.
Speaking of something we don't fuck with. Well, that too. But injuries. Injuries, man. We don't fuck with injuries around here, bro. PW Insider is reporting that Charlotte Flair has returned home to her home in Florida. She was removed from the the upcoming WWE tours, and she is not expected to return to the WWE ring until she is fully evaluated by the company's medical specialists. This isn't looking good, bro. We obviously found out last week during the SmackDown taping that Charlotte seemed to be pretty banged up, and she had to get help out of the arena. It was also noted that she was visibly in pain. And man, this sucks. There's a lot of rumors going around that she might have to miss WrestleMania 40, and if that's the case, dude, that absolutely sucks, man. This is obviously a milestone year for WrestleMania. It's the 40-year anniversary of the show, and it fucking blows, man. It really blows. So yeah, it sucks, dude. It really sucks. It really sucks. But I hope she gets better, man. I really hope she gets better, and I hope she gets back.
Exactly. I wish injury on no one, man. I hope she could get back in a speedy time for WrestleMania. I know she won't want to miss this one.
Definitely, bro. Definitely, man. Speaking of injuries,
Dang.
Kenny Omega. Fuck. Kenny Omega, bro. He tweeted out about an hour ago, literally right before we went live. He tweeted out a picture of him in a hospital bed with his thumb up. And he says, "I really can't sugarcoat this. I'm out indefinitely. I tried to keep pushing past the pain for as long as I could until it became too much. Luckily, doctors caught me when they did. I'll be here. So in the meantime, please enjoy wrestling." Fuck, man. This sucks. this sucks for everybody involved, dude. They literally just had their promo segment building to their match with Ricky and Big Bill. And this is yet again another match in Ricky Stark's AEW run that's gotten swept out from under him. So it sucks for Ricky, and it sucks for Bill and Chris, but everybody involved it sucks for. But the person it most sucks for is Kenny, because he's the one laying in a hospital bed, and you never like to see anybody in that situation, man. And I hope everything's okay with him. He didn't really clarify as to what the injury was, but it is pain related. I mean, as all injuries are. So I hope his pain goes away, and I hope we can get him back as soon as possible, man. Because I know Kenny Omega did say that he felt he was one more major injury away from just being done. And I hope this isn't a major injury because we all love having Kenny around, and he's obviously a cornerstone of AEW. He is the foundation of AEW, one of them. So I hope he gets back. I hope he gets back, man. I hope he gets back, and he doesn't have to lay in that hospital bed for too much longer, bro. So well wishes to Kenny Omega and the Queen, bro. So yeah, man.
Exactly, man. Hopefully, it's not too bad, man. And again, it sucks for Ricky. Fucking due to circumstance outside of his control, lost another big match he's got coming up, man. So that really sucks for him, man. And it sucks for Kenny, man. I know he doesn't want to be out. I mean, Coda just came in, and I know he's probably pissed about all that, man. So hopefully it's a speedy recovery, man, and hopefully it doesn't take too much out of him, man.
Definitely, man. So, man, speaking of more things we do not fuck with, Eric Young. All right, man. So, during a Q&A behind Fightful's paywall, Sean Sapp was asked if WWE could re-sign the Sanity stable. He said that to the best of his knowledge, they could do just that. He says, yes, the best I know, I could be wrong, but they are all free and ready and able to be signed.
Dude.
Yeah, Eric Young was apparently under a handshake deal with Impact Wrestling. We will have to see if that could change if WWE calls, and the future is looking bright for WWE as they exit 2023. But only time will tell what surprises wait for us in 2024. And you know, they did tease Nikki Cross like backstage, like fucking looking around like a weirdo like she always is. They did tease that again, so that's interesting as well.
I hope so, dude. I hope so. I mean, I can say a lot of things about one of the members, man. I can. Hopefully this time if he asks for his release, you know, he respects that it's a release. Right. But I hope it happens, man. I love Sanity, and I hope it happens. I hope it can go through, man.
I hope it does. I hate that bald asshole, but if I do love one thing, then it's Sanity. It's Sanity, bro. So it is Sanity. And I'd be happy to see them back. All jokes aside, I would be happy to see my boy Eric Young back. So I know he wouldn't be too stoked, to know that we're actually fans of his and we enjoy his work. But let's.
Or just put clickbait assholes.
Exactly.
Man. But yeah. I do know that I would love Sanity back in WWE, and I hope it happens.
Exactly. See, what you guys got to do with me and Sir K, bro, is you guys just gotta fucking, what you gotta just smile and wave goodbye to us assholes, man. Us ignorant assholes,
Well,
because
released.
Yeah, because you know me. You know anything about me. Nice.
At least I know that you're released. But
yeah, exactly. Who broke up with who, Eric? Did you break up with her or did she break up with you? Potato, motherfucker. Tomato.
Exactly. Doesn't matter who orchestrated it. It's a fucking breakup, buddy. It got released. I will die on that motherfucking hill.
I'll
But
die right on it, bro. I'll be right
I,
next to you.
I'm telling you, dog. But I do hope to see that group back in WWE, man. I would love it.
And you were talking crazy for somebody who fucking was in Impact under a handshake deal. You were talking
Yeah.
crazy, bro. I can't lie.
He couldn't even sign you. Look. Ugh. I mean, look who they signed. It was Impact, bro. Come on.
It's all good though,
Yeah,
Eric. It's all love.
yeah.
Well, speaking of, this is perfect. Speaking of people that Impact did feel they were important enough to sign, Impact has signed 3 new names that are important enough to actually sign with the company.
Okay.
Impact has announced that they have re-signed Eddie Edwards. They have announced that Kushida has signed with, TNA.
Yeah.
So Eddie Edwards had re-signs with TNA. Kushida signs with TNA. And Trent Seven signs with TNA. Fuck.
No fucking British strong style, man. Which super blows, dude.
Dude, that would have been so perfect to get Pete Dunne out of the Brawling Brutes with, as you bring in Mustache Mountain, to team
Absolutely.
with Pete Dunne to make it British strong style. Oh, snap.
Yeah.
The homie. Kate the
No.
Great.
Yeah.
What is going on? Yo, yo, yo. What up, my dog? Yeah, this sucks, bro. I mean, what the fuck? I wanted to see British strong style, and now I'm not gonna get to see British strong style, and it sucks, dude. It sucks. I don't know. I thought Trent Seven would have been a Triple H kind of guy, and apparently not enough. Apparently not enough. And he signed with fucking TNA of all places. Nice. Nah, I'm happy for TNA though. I'm happy. I'm happy there's another place for people to work, because WWE and AEW can't get too crowded, and I'm happy that they're putting their name back on the map. I really am. I really am.
Exactly. Exactly. It's good for him. And it's good for Trent, man. He'll actually have space to, be on TV.
Exactly. Even though he could have had a prime spot on SmackDown, and they could have been in 2024 Faction of the Year, but it's all right. It did sting a little bit. As soon as this dropped, Logan sent it to us, and his exact wording was, "Well, I guess we're not getting British strong style," and I guess we're not.
Dude, that really sucks.
So it does suck, bro. It does suck, but I'm happy for him nonetheless, and I just want to see British strong style, bro. Honestly, we need to see British strong style, and we need to see Tyler Bate get the flying fuck out,
Dude,
of NXT.
I need half of that NXT roster out of fucking NXT at this point. Fucking hell, get literally, I can name like 10 people. Fucking Dragunov, Braun, Tyler Bate,
Mello.
Mello,
Get Tony
Trick.
D'Angelo out of there. Oh my God.
Bro, you got names. You could get the hell out of there, man, and just distribute on the main roster, man. It could be so great.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, what's going on, Kat? You are very late to the party. If my watch serves me correctly, you are an hour and a half late. And it was clobbering time an hour and a half ago. What's going on? What's going on? But I respect your grind.
Right,
Yeah, we I think we ran, it was either last week or 2 weeks ago we ran that one, and my God, I just I don't know, man. I need to see it. I need to see it, bro.
I need it.
I'm so sick and tired of seeing that man's greatness. Seeing that man's greatness wasted away. Hey, I'll never judge you, but that does not stop me from always giving you a hard time. It's a part of my obligation as a human being at this point. Part of my obligation That is part of the reason I'm on this earth. I have to give you a hard time. If I don't give you a hard time, then I'm not living. So
There you go. Exactly. I love giving certain people a hard time, man.
yeah, I
I
know
feel
you
like
do. Yeah. I wonder who.
I love giving this man a hard time about shit, and it's just, oh, pops me every time.
Yeah. Same. Yay.
Because it does. It actually
Um,
does pop you.
it's horrible.
They're like you're like a certain friend of ours. You pretend to hate it, but you fucking love it.
I actually hate it.
You know you don't.
I hate it so much. All right. Okay, man. Speaking of more things we don't fuck with. um, well, I mean, I guess I understand this one. Andrade, man, during a Q&A behind Fightful's paywall, Sean Sapp was asked about Andrade's deal with All Elite Wrestling and when it expires. He said that 2024 is still the date, but the former NXT champion, I love how that's the fucking accolade we use for Andrade, and he's been out of NXT for like 5 fucking years, bro.
Oh, it's the only thing he has under his fucking belt.
It is.
Ugh.
And that's the thing. Fucking Logan hit us up the other day talking about I wouldn't be upset if Andrade won the Blue League. I wouldn't be either, because then he would fucking have an accolade in AEW for once. He would have one thing under his belt, and that is he's not going to win the whole tournament, so he can't have that, but he won the Blue League.
Dude, he actually won something.
Fuck. You fucking give him something? Something. God. Anyways. God. Okay. Okay, so the claim was 2024, but there will likely be injury time added. This is obviously from our buddy Sean Sapp. He says the claim was 2024, but there will likely be injury time added. I don't know if that is still the case, but I think that might be adjusted. Understandable. Understandable. Yeah. I get Tony's going to add that time. It's always something that sucks, but it's something that's just inevitable. It's always going to happen. There's always going to be time added to contracts when people get injured. It's, I mean, I get it. They're the ones that put pen to paper. They made that commitment. They have to fulfill that obligation, and it is what it is. And that, it is what it is. And Tony Khan also, like Bell's saying, bro, that man TK is trembling because he knows damn fucking well where that guy's going. He knows. Mm-hmm. He was literally, he like in the next couple of weeks, that man is working CMLL because he knows he's not going to get the chance to do it in WWE. He knows.
He knows. Like, dude, that man TK is trembling. You know how many roster members he's going to lose this year? Oh, it's going to be so many. It's going to be insane. Ricky, Andrade, Keith Lee. That's if his contract's up this year or next year, whatever. Next 2 years.
I want to say Keith. If Keith signed a 3-year deal, he's up in 2025.
Oh. Dang.
Yeah.
But, in the next 2 years, dude, Andrade, Malachi Black, Keith Lee, Ricky Starks. Dude, he's going to lose a lot of people. A lot of people that are fucking world champions. Yeah. He's just losing.
100%. 100%. Yeah. And a lot of people that your fans dig and you did nothing with. You should feel fucking ashamed.
You really fucking should.
It infuriates me. Another thing that infuriates me. AEW no longer has any working plans to bring in Mercedes Moné. Wow.
It up. We would pack that women's division up.
What have I literally said for the past month? She is the last glimmer of hope. If she can't make that division elevate, nobody can. And to be honest, I don't expect her to, because at the end of the day, Tony Khan's not going to fucking love or hate women's wrestling any less. He already fucking hates it as much as he possibly can, clearly. So, I don't think there's helping it, bro. But, Sean Sapp noted during a Q&A behind Fightful's paywall that he hasn't heard of any talks between Mercedes and WWE. It was also noted that any working plan that AEW had to bring in former Sasha Banks are no longer happening. That makes us have to wonder what is in the pipeline for the boss. He says, I haven't heard anything except that the once working plans for Mercedes and AEW are no longer working plans.
What? Like, dog. You did this to yourself, Tony.
Oh,
You really did. I mean, I beat even if you were still, even if you were still 2021 AEW, with Triple H being in charge, there was always a good chance that she would go back. So I'll give you the benefit of the doubt a little bit, a tiny, tiny bit, but still, come on, dog. Like, dog, you're losing out on your only hope, man. And I think she's going to WWE because Mr. Boozer Wrestling. When he was talking about Sasha Banks or Mercedes, all he tweeted was RR 2024. Come on, dog. I think we know what we're getting.
I could see it. I could see it. I could absolutely see it. And I could absolutely see her. I could absolutely see her coming in for that. I could maybe see her working actually, that makes perfect sense. Damage Control's about to turn on Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
She might need some backup. You know?
Maybe backup. Ooh.
So
I think I see what they're cooking here, man.
I think I see it too, bro. I think I see it too. So I could see it. I could see it. Paul's probably been doing a little bit of contract tampering, as he does best, my guy. Seriously, bro.
He did it, so
yeah, he's gonna be given exactly. He's gonna be given the the reason I respect it at this point, man, is because that's probably the only bit of fucking excitement any sort of AEW talent gets nowadays. Oh, Triple H is gonna take me back one day.
I got an email. Ooh, Paul. Oh, same. They're just all marking out.
Man, so this sucks. This is a huge missed opportunity. Huge. This is a huge missed opportunity that that AEW is missing out on, and it sucks. It really sucks for them. It's not good at all. Not good at all. This was something I think a lot of fans were looking forward to, and I would not be surprised if a lot of fans were let down by this, because it is a little upsetting. It is, but it is what it is. It is what it is, man. And dude, if she's ready for that WWE comeback, that company has changed, bro. I mean, get it like this. Vince McMahon was always the main guy trying to lock down deals. He was always, television rights. That was his shit. He used to do all of that stuff. He didn't even fucking do it. But you know who was there? Triple H. Triple H was there. And he's technically not even on the board of directors. He's technically just the head of creative, chief content officer over here. And he's out here doing all this shit that Vince once was. So if that's an indication of any sort of change, then, I would think that would be it.
Exactly, man. I think it is, dude. I think it is.
Definitely, man. Definitely, bro. So, with our final story today on this episode of the news, both Seth Rollins, this is via Fightful Select, both Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch's WWE contracts are set to expire in 2024, with Rollins' contract up in June, there has been no conversations about extending as of now, but there is still time, and an offer is expected to be made within that time. But it seems that they have extended to Seth that he will be a huge priority in the company. Drew McIntyre's deal is also set to end in 2024, as well as his new deal is also yet to be signed. The Becky Lynch stuff we already knew about. We brought to you guys in June that her contract was up in June. So I'm assuming her and Seth, signed, parallel deals, obviously, so they can figure what they want to fucking do out together. This is interesting. We've talked about this for a long time. We've talked about the possibility of Seth Rollins leaving.
My stance has changed over the past year and a half, 2 years.
Yes, if you would ask me this about a year and a half, 2 years ago, bro, Seth was gatekeeper wrestler, which is exactly what Cody hated about being in AEW. He was gatekeeper. But in that time, Seth, a lot has changed. A lot. The company is hotter than ever. The company's hotter than ever. He's hotter than ever. He's the world champion right now, especially after that fucking promo on Monday. He looks great. He looks fantastic in the company. And yeah, I mean it's interesting, bro, because a lot of people are bringing up the point of Seth Rollins is Seth Rollins isn't the number one guy, and he will never be the number one guy. Well, I'll tell you what, in AEW, probably not the number one guy either. I mean, is he going to be towards the upper end of that card? Absolutely he is. But in terms of a number one guy, bro, I don't know that Tony Khan's gonna necessarily look at somebody who's been known as the Triple H guy and want him to be the number one guy in his company. I think if Tony has a fucking brain on his head, you're going to make MJF your number one guy.
Exactly.
He's young, you know what I mean, and you can sit here and say, "Oh, Kenny," and blah blah blah. Kenny's getting older. You could even say Hangman. I'll even say Hangman. But if Tony showed you anything with Hangman's world title run, he likes the Hangman story, as we all do. It's one of the greatest stories ever. But he had no fucking clue what to do with him afterwards. Not a damn clue.
And had no idea how to do aftermath and whatnot. So if you would have asked me a year and a half, 2 years ago, I'd have said Seth was out. We would have got Tyler Black. But now, he's the gatekeeper wrestler in every possible way with the CM Punk stuff, and he's the last defense of WWE. And I think he's gonna stay that last defense, and I think he's gonna stay, man. I really think he is.
I think so too. I think so too, man. And I think. And I think with all this talk of WWE being his home, and I mean, I'm not saying that means he's for sure, because sometimes you need to leave home for a little bit.
That is true.
Sometimes you need to leave home for a little bit to realize some things. But he does talk a lot about. He does talk a lot about WWE being his home, and I really think he loves WWE. And I obviously think there could have been a chance of him, being Tyler Black. But at the end of the day, man, I mean, WWE's changed so much. That place probably feels more like home than ever for him.
Exactly. It probably really fucking does.
You know what I mean? And he's kind of said a lot of similar things to that the Usos have said. Like, if y'all want these dream matches to happen, then your favorites are gonna have to come over here, because this is the big leagues. This is where it's at. This is the WWE. This is where the lights shine brightest, bro. So yeah, man. So yeah, but
and imagine with how much of an indie mark that Tony Khan is, Seth's history in ROH. You know how much ROH shit he would do with him in AEW? Oh, it'd be fun. I would hate it. I know that would happen. I fucking know that would happen. So at this point, I don't want him to go over there simply because of ROH.
Seriously, bro. Seriously. There was a there under Vince McMahon, dude. There was a very very heavy moment in time where Vince did not care for Seth Rollins. I remember him complaining about his I remember Seth complaining about his like indie resume being erased.
Right.
Sound like he wasn't really too fond of that, bro, and the whole gatekeeper wrestler thing. But I feel like with Triple H, we've transitioned into a good version of a gatekeeper wrestler to where he's sort of like
He's the last line of defense. He's
ex-
like quite literally keeping that gate and defending that gate from
yeah.
fucking Mr. Phil, Invader Phil.
Yes, Bell. Yes, I said that. I said the same fucking thing on Monday. I don't know
Hmm.
if you watched Unscripted yet, but I literally said that word for word what you said. I said, right after that promo segment, I said to myself, Seth Rollins gives more of a fuck about WWE than the Elite gave more of a fuck about AEW in that moment with CM Punk. I know the Elite love AEW. I know they love AEW, but in that moment with CM Punk, they did not love it enough to do what was right.
Their egos. Exactly. They love themselves and their pride and their ego a little more in that moment, and it cost them. It cost them big.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, big time. Cost them big time, bro. But yeah, man. So as of right now, I think WWE better be counting their blessings that Triple H took over, because if you'd asked me, dude, I probably would have. If Vince McMahon was still running the show, I probably would have told you that Seth Rollins was on his way out of that fucking door.
Oh, I think so. I think if the regime never changes, we never got all this. I think he would have been gone, but it is different now. It's a different WWE, and it's different now, and I think he's gonna stay.
From a television perspective, and I mean not just from a television perspective, from a backstage perspective as well. I really wonder, like very very badly, what the hell would have happened if the regime never changed. Like,
We'd be in shambles right now.
yes, we
I'd be
would.
in shambles. A
Yes.
mid AEW and a continuously under mid WWE. Oh my God. They might make me watch TNA.
Oh
I
my
don't
god.
know. They might make me. I have no clue, man, but that would be really fucking bad, dude. I don't want to imagine that shit. Oh,
That yes, that would be fucking torture, bro. It really would. It really would, man. But yeah, I think Seth is staying. I think Becky's staying, obviously. Or, I mean, if they do leave, they're probably both gone because they're obviously not going to separate. So, yeah. But at this moment in time, dude, I really think Seth is gonna stay. Um,
I think so. I really think so.
that's a possibility too, man. That's a possibility
Yeah.
too. I mean, sure Becky is getting a little up there in age to the point where she probably wants to have no. Well, she might want to have more kids, or she might just want to stay home and just be a stay at home mom type thing. But it really all depends on how they like living. If they like, raising their family on, their bus, then so be it. And if she likes, doing what she's doing, then she'll be. Then I think she would resign. But I mean, I also wouldn't even be shocked if
No.
she. I wouldn't be shocked if she maybe wanted to hang it up or maybe do like something part-time. But as of right now, if they're both going anywhere, personally, I do see them both staying at this moment. So, yeah, I think, and again, fucking TKO better be counting their blessings that they fucking made Triple H the head of creative, because if they didn't, that man would probably be out the door.
100%. Exactly. Thank
Yeah, man.
Triple H for staying and for everything right now. Thank Papa Mark.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, 100%. This contract that Becky signs, it'll probably be her last for sure. For sure. Her
Definitely.
last full-time gig. But yeah, man, that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast, man. This has been episode 192. Yes, 92 of the podcast. And that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast, man. This has been episode 192 of the podcast, man. And with that, that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast. That is going to do it for another great edition of the news. Thank you guys so much to everybody who joined, man. Durante, Logan, Bell, Kat, thank you guys so much, man. Thank you guys for being here. As always, man, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys. We love you guys. And it has been always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
And Sir K.
And that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast. And again, because I did it a little too early, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys. We love you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys on Monday with Notorious Unscripted.
Peace.
I used to get deals on the bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick to stop me from that HIV shit. And niggas know they soft like a Twinkie fillin', playing the villain, prepare for the strap killing. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold, and that's what you talking about, Willis. The thrill is gone. The black Frank White is here to excite and throw dick to dice. Bitches are like I'm brainless, guns are like I'm stainless steel. I want the fucking fortune like the wheel. I squeeze cats till my clips is empty. Don't tempt me. You don't want the fuck
Here I am, I'll be damned if this ain't some shit. Time to spread the butter lyrics over harmony grip. It's the Mill Killer Death Trap. Yes, I'm a jet black ninja. Coming where you rest at, surrender. Step inside the ring, use the number one contender. Looking cold booty like your pussy in December. Nigga, stop bitching. Button up your lippin'. From method, all you gettin' is the can of ass whipping. Hey, I'll be kicking. You, son, you doing all the yapping. Acting as if it can't happen. Your frontin' got me mad enough to touch something. You want from Shallon, Allen, and ain't afraid to bust something.